Hey guys, make sure you check out All Out Saturday, September 5th on Fight TV, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
When you order, make sure you use promo code IWP to save 20%.
What? What are you talking about?
Didn't you talk to Cody?
No. Didn't I email you? They denied our request for a promo code. They said we didn't have enough subscribers.
Oh,
I know. Sorry, man. I should have emailed you. So, make sure you guys subscribe.
The following presentation has been brought to you by HSF Productions.
The Impromptu Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Jeff and David. Hey guys, welcome back to IWP, the Impromptu Wrestling Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Tally006. Over to my left, as always, is my brother Damien. How's it going tonight?
I'm doing really well. How are you, bud?
I'm doing really, really good. We got All Out. Big pay-per-view, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. It's coming up this Saturday, September 5th, live on pay-per-view and Fight TV, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. All that good jazz. Why don't we do what we always do, and what we do best is get some predictions done.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, as I mentioned, All Out is this Saturday, September 5th. Don't mean to repeat myself too often, but the buy-in's going to start 6 p.m. Central Time, most likely on YouTube, as it always is. So make sure you're tuning into YouTube for that. We got two really important matches. First of all being the Casino Battle Royale. We've been seeing this pretty much double or nothing. We saw it at All Out last year. It's a pretty big deal. Opportunities for surprise entrances. But the big focus is that the winner of the Battle Royale will get a future AEW Championship match, which is a really big deal. We already have a few confirmed contestants, being Darby Allin, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston, The Butcher and the Blade, and the Lucha Brothers. That leaves room for about 12 more, but as we saw on Dynamite this week, there is a big brawl, and I can't help but feel like those are the contestants, the other 12 contestants in this match. What are your thoughts going into the Casino Battle Royale?
Prediction wise, I think this is really tough. I think there's a handful of guys in here that make sense to win this, to possibly go on to some sort of storyline to fight for the title. So yeah, this was a tough decision. What were your thoughts?
I mean, we're looking at 21 competitors, an over-the-top rope battle royal, 5 entrants at a time. Every 3 minutes, 5 more come in. The one surprise joker, shouldn't say surprise, but it has usually been a surprise in the past. So yeah, I mean, it's tough to pick. It's like picking a winner of the Royal Rumble. Like, how do you pick? You can go many different ways. It's very open to many possibilities for storylines and whatnot. And but yeah, we do have to make some kind of prediction. It's got to be at least worth a point.
That's right.
So my kind of thoughts going into this, leading up to this weekend, trying to find match cards, trying to find images for the Casino Battle Royale. The one that I kept seeing had Darby Allin and Lance Archer on it, and they were the only two on the poster. So to me, AEW's going through that much time and effort to put them on a picture. They must be going with one of them. And love Darby Allin, but he's screwed me about 3 or 4 times in the prediction segment. So yeah, I'm gonna have to switch gears here, and I'm gonna take Lance Archer to win the Battle Royale.
Okay, you're picking first. Lance Archer. That's a good pick. I narrowed it down to 3 after it was all said and done. I felt like some of these guys that we know about, like Butcher and the Blade and Pentagon and Phoenix, I feel like they're there to make the match better, but I can't see them, splitting up these tag teams for one of them to go on to fight for the title. So
for sure.
I had Archer as one of my potential picks. I thought Brian Cage could be that guy as well, with Taz and his new crew there. I think that could lead to some good storyline. But I think I'm gonna take Eddie Kingston here. I feel like with his promos lately and the winking at the camera, and who knows if he how long he's expected to be around. Yeah, give him a shot at it. Does he win it? Who knows? But I feel like if Moxley was to retain the title here against MGF, and we had an Eddie Kingston, John Moxley, just a promo battle, I think that would be so epic. So yeah, I'm gonna go Eddie Kingston.
It's an interesting pick because he does have Butcher and the Blade and the Lucha Brothers in there with him in a way. I believe it was his latest promo last week that he talks about how he's going to use these guys to propel himself. It's an interesting pick. Do you want to take a stab at maybe who could be the Joker?
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I guess there's been, rumors of some ex-WWE guy or guys coming to AEW. I thought maybe it could be that, but I wasn't really, I'm not on the rumor mill to see who that might be and who would make sense. Mm-hmm. Do you have any ideas?
Well, lately we've seen that we have Thunder Rosa coming over from the NWA. There's seems to be some kind of new partnership between AEW and NWA. We've talked about this on shows in the past, and I think it's great. What if someone prominent in the NWA makes their way over to join this match? It'd be a good promotion, extra promotion of the two promotions working together. I said promotion like 5 times in one sentence, but we'll skip over that real quick. So to me, I think it'll be an NWA guy.
Yeah, that totally makes sense with the Thunder Rosa thing happening, and why can't it be more than just her? The only problem is I don't really know any NWA guys, so I would have a hard time picking someone from there.
Well, I mean, if it feels fair to you, I'll throw out 2 pretty big names from the NWA that I think have a really good shot. 50-50 shot for either of these to join the Battle Royale. And I'm thinking NWA champion Nick Aldis and the villain himself, Marty Scurll.
Oh, yeah, that one really makes sense, eh?
Right?
With the connection to the Elite. Okay.
So if I had to flip a coin, I'm hoping it lands on the umbrella, and I will take the villain, Marty Scurll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Nick. He makes sense. He's a big guy. I think to have, a guy be, around the stature of an Archer would add a good element to the match. So yeah, I'll go Nick for the bonus point.
Sweet. All right, so I'm taking Archer for the win, Marty Scurll for the Joker entrant, and you'll take Eddie Kingston as the winner with Nick Aldis as Joker entrant. Good stuff. Yeah. Let's move on to the next matchup. The next matchup of the buy-in, we have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Big Swole in a tooth and nail match. Now, this is a match that we just found out earlier tonight on Dynamite as we're recording. Big Swole won her chance to, pick the stipulation for this match. She chooses this tooth and nail match. It sounds like this is going to take place at Britt's dental office. So I can't help but feel like it's going to be, a cinematic, pre-taped type of match. Obviously, falls count anywhere. Probably no holds barred. What are your thoughts of this match going in?
I'm really interested how these two ladies are going to work together. I feel like they're really different types of competitors, and it'll be interesting what they come up with for this medical dental office atmosphere. Are we thinking this is going to be like a pre-taped, or is this going to be a live, you think?
I think this is pre-taped. They're probably filming it, this time tomorrow night or Friday night, sorry. And yeah, I don't see how they pull this off live.
Yeah. Well, I'll pick first since you picked first in the last one. I really feel like the only thing that makes sense in this storyline is for Big Swole to win. I think if she loses, I feel like she's had enough losses and has kind of lost all of her credibility of being Big Swole that, she just can't lose this one. And if she does, I just don't know how she recovers from it. So I'm going to pick Big Swole. I think a loss by Baker here doesn't hurt her at all. I mean, she's also injured. So, yeah, I'm going Big Swole.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on this one. I'm going to take Swole as well. Mainly for the reasons that you just kind of alluded to at the end there is Britt doesn't need this. She has all the excuses in the world. She's injured. There was no holds bar. Apparently she's going to be attacked from behind. The way Swole's promo went tonight, which is ironic because she gets attacked from behind from Britt, which I thought was clever. But, Britt doesn't need this. She's already the top heel in the women's division. She's pretty close to being the top heel in the entire company. So, yeah, I don't see a way Britt could win this match. It just doesn't make any sense. 100% Big Swole taking the tooth and nail match. All right, let's move on to the main card. It should be mentioned that we don't know what the exact order of the card is. This is just kind of an order that we kind of talked about together, and we wanted to kind of say our predictions in this order. Not necessarily the order we'll see on Saturday night. But we did know that the Casino Battle Royale and the Tooth and Nail match were definitely going to be on the buy-in. So let's get right into the main card. First matchup of the night that we have here is the Broken Rules match. Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match, anywhere in the stadium. If Hardy loses, he is gone from AEW forever. His words. It's
crazy.
This is crazy that this is happening so early into his AEW career, which totally makes me think that there's no way Sammy's winning this. I liked Sammy's promo on the road to All Out where, I cut you, you cut me. The way I see it, it's 1-1. Let's finish this at All Out. I'll let you choose the stipulations. Matt Hardy chooses this Broken Rules match. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is a Broken Rules match? Could you elaborate? But thanks to the Twitter, AEW's Twitter, we find out it's Last Man Standing, right? Falls Count Anywhere. Last Man Standing. Yeah. Sorry, I said it wrong before. Last Man Standing. First competitor not to be able to get to their feet at the count of 10 loses. Yeah, and if Hardy loses, he's out of AEW forever. So like I said before, I don't see any way Hardy loses this match. 100% Matt Hardy for them.
I was on the same wavelength as you. I don't see how Matt Hardy could be leaving the company. So I feel like Matt Hardy has to win this one. Unless you could think of something where he can lose, but then go against this, claim that, he's gone. Like, has anybody ever come back from,
Yeah.
I'm out. Oh, I just had a thought.
Let's hear it. It has happened before.
If he loses as whatever persona he comes out with, is that the one that's gone? Or, you know what I mean? Oh.
Interesting. He did come out to the ring and say he was swearing that all off, but he has had moments of switching back and forth on BTE and stuff like that. So that's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
To answer your question really quick, there was this stipulation added on to the Cena Punk match, Money in the Bank 2011. This was a very famous match. If Punk's contract was over, if he wins, he was taking the belt. If John Cena lost, he was fired. And sure enough, the next night on Raw, Vince McMahon fires him. 3 weeks later, they have a WWE Championship tournament because Punk's gone with the actual belt. So they have a tournament. Surprise entrant in the final after Rey Mysterio wins. John Cena comes back out of nowhere, wins it, and Cena returns. Or CM Punk returns. It was stupid, but it definitely has happened.
So, yeah. So if they need time off or something, then they do this kind of storyline and then they eventually come back.
Yeah, I guess so. To me, it doesn't make sense. Hardy is involved with Private Party. He's doing this Michael Hayes gimmick that Michael Hayes did for the Hardy Boys way back when. It's kind of his turn to be the mentor. I don't know. I'm sticking with Hardy.
Yeah, I think I have to too. I'm a little bit more on the side that maybe this could be Sammy, but not enough for me to change. I'm sticking with Hardy.
All right. I do like that idea that the one persona is gone.
Bonus points?
Well, you can't just hedge your bets like that. That's just cheating. I'm just kidding. If Hardy comes out as like version 1 Hardy, then I mean it's pretty much a sealed deal because who the hell wants to see version 1? No, I'll give you the bonus point.
Yeah, I know it doesn't make sense for a bonus point here because you're right.
Either way,
I lose, I win.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, let's move on. Next matchup we have is the 8-man tag Dark Order versus Natural Nightmares teaming with Matt Cardona and Scorpio Sky. This is a story that kind of just blossomed 2 weeks ago on the Thursday night edition of Dynamite. Dark Order was, out there doing their celebration. It's interrupted by QT Marshall and Natural Nightmares. The numbers kind of get to them. Scorpio Sky comes out to try to help the Natural Nightmares and eventually Matt Cardona too. This is an interesting matchup. Dark Order being represented by Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, Mr. Brody Lee, and Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana is really the wild card in this matchup.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be the pivotal guy. Like this is gonna determine who wins or loses, and I think the story will kind of revolve around him. Probably him and more Brody than anything.
Right.
Maybe jealous little Stu Grayson as well. He doesn't seem to like Colt.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, whose pick is it? Is it mine first?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm picking Dark Order, and really for the only reason that like they can't, and I've said this before, they can't, like Dark Order should not be losing. And if I'm wrong and they lose, then this has to be like a dirty win.
Which doesn't really make sense for the baby faces to win dirty.
Right. So that's why I don't know. I can't see it. I don't know what it does for these other four guys. They push in QT. Matt Cardona doesn't even work there. Like,
he doesn't even work there. That's what he said.
I don't know. So I'm picking Dark Order.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on it a little bit. Colt Cabana is really the key piece in this matchup. We've seen over the last few weeks of him hanging out with Dark Order. He's never really come out and said that I am part of Dark Order. You know, I'm just hanging out with them. Brody Lee very much likes to protect Colt from, you know, seeing what really goes on in the Dark Order. Whenever there's about to be a beatdown, he usually sends them away. And when we saw the beatdown of QT Marshall, Natural Nightmares, and Scorpio Sky, right up until Matt Cardona comes out, Colt is visibly confused of what's going on because he's never seen this out of Dark Order before. So, yeah, I kind of can't help but feel like there's going to be that moment where Brody's going to turn to Colt and ask him if he's, you know, with the Dark Order or not. Ask him to do something a little bit dastardly, if I could pull a word out that hasn't been used since 1940. And and Colt's going to have a decision to make, and he's probably not going to make it quick enough. Brody Lee and or Stu Grayson will come in, finish the job, and then the story will continue from there. So I'm also taking Dark Order, but there's going to be some drama with the win, I think.
Yeah, I like your story. I hope that happens.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good visual. All right, let's move on. Next matchup of the night. This is another matchup that we just found out earlier tonight on Dynamite. We have the Young Bucks facing Jurassic Express. They won their right to be on All Out by winning an 8-man tag against Private Party and SCU. So, what are we thinking about this match? This is kind of I don't know. It's almost like a freebie, really. This is the center square of a bingo card, almost.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And if we get it wrong, great.
Yeah. It's your pick, so I won't say anything pick wise, but I just hope this is a good match. It should be a good match. I really feel like Luchasaurus has been getting better and better every single time that we see him. And we got some high flyers, and I'm sure there's going to be probably a couple of kicks in this matches.
A few.
In this match. So, yeah. What are you feeling here?
Well, I mean, this match is very much just depending on where it is on the card. Like, this could be that first match of the night on the main card, get everybody hyped up with some like really high flying, high paced, high energy type wrestling. Or it could be that match that's kind of in the middle of everything. You know, maybe it's just after the Broken Rules match where everything is just, you know, everybody's just exhausted from seeing everybody get beat to death, that this kind of brings everybody back to this is what wrestling's supposed to be kind of thing. So right. I think that's why we're seeing Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express, because these are four guys that can work really well together, have worked together before, and we know they can put on a good match. I think that's really the only reason they're there.
Yeah, I agree.
Story-wise, you know, the Young Bucks have to win this. You know, they have too much at stake. You know, they're involved in too many intertwined stories right now for them to be buried by Jurassic Express. And we'll touch on that probably a little bit later in the night. But definitely going Young Bucks here. If they put over Jurassic Express, I'll be really surprised. Happy, but surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it again, but I agree with you. I feel like a Jurassic Express push, that's a thing that we could see happen. I just don't see it happening now, especially with the Young Bucks. So I have to go Young Bucks here. I think Jurassic Express would be a risky pick. And I'm playing it safe.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's move on to our first championship match of the night. The AEW Women's World Championship. We have champion Shida going against NWA champion Thunder Rosa. This is the first real interpromotional wrestling match that we're going to see. We got to see Thunder Rosa tonight on Dynamite. She wrestled a debuting Serena Deeb.
Awesome match.
It was a really great match. It was awesome of Tony to book that match because it gives us a chance to see Thunder Rosa. NWA doesn't really have the exposure that even an Impact or a Ring of Honor has. It's pretty hard to find. I believe it's only on YouTube, and you got to get into the dark corners of YouTube to even find it, I feel. But it was awesome to see Thunder Rosa, see what she's about. And Excalibur alludes to it during commentary that she is stylistically the anti-Shida. And everything that Shida has never dealt with, Thunder Rosa is. So what are you thinking going into this interpromotional championship match?
Yeah, I agree with Excalibur's comments. I think this is going to be a super technical match. I didn't know what to expect because I had never seen Thunder Rosa before, but after seeing her tonight, this woman can wrestle, and very technical, very sharp on all of her moves. Yeah, and it's going to be a good mix between these ladies. I feel like this is the bingo card one as well. I can't see that belt leaving AEW, so I got to go Shida on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a given almost. It would be a wrestling travesty if the AEW Women's Championship goes to a different promotion. We're just barely over a year. We're not even at a year that belt's been in existence. Sheeta's the fourth holder of the title. Others being Nyla Rose, and Riho, and someone else was champion for a while. Nope, she's the third. Sorry, she's the third. So yeah, I can't see them pulling that kind of history making, type storyline where a company's big title goes to a different promotion. I would love to see it happen at some point. But
yeah. Like, has Vanilla Brand ever had one of their belts go somewhere else?
Well, not on purpose, but it has happened. We talked about it last week on BTE. Medusa, teasing the belt drop in the garbage can. That was a WWF belt on WCW TV, but it wasn't planned to be like that. It wasn't, written to do that. That was broken kayfabe type business. But
right.
As far as I know, it's never happened, outside of Independence and maybe Japan. Remember, like, Ultimo Dragon used to have like 9 belts at one time, and he'd come over to WCW and he'd have all his young boys carrying all the belts with him. But again, that's almost gimmick more than storyline. So
yeah.
But we do have a working relationship now with AEW and NWA. It could happen. I just feel like it's a little too early.
Yeah,
if both belts were on the line, winner take all, I think there would be a better chance for Thunder Rosa to win this. But as far as I know, it's only for the AEW World Women's World Championship. I got to take Shida.
Yeah. I guess I brought up Vanilla Brand because I'm thinking AEW seems like the big boy show compared to NWA. And I could see one of their belts coming to AEW first before I would see one go the other way.
Right.
So, yeah, it just makes sense, Shida.
Kevin Owens brought the NXT championship to the main card. You know, in a US title match against John Cena. He loses, but of course the NXT title wasn't on the line. Similar things have happened, but yeah. Gotta go Shida. All right. Let's move on. We have the AEW World Tag Team Championship match. Omega and Hangman, current champions, versus future champions, FTR. What do you think's going to happen in this match? That is not an official pick. Wait, am I first on this one? I think I am, right?
No, you pick Shida first.
Okay.
You pick Shida first. Yeah, what was I thinking here? So earlier we were talking about the Young Bucks and Jurassic Express, and we felt like the Young Bucks, it made sense for them to go on. Ultimately, what every AEW fan or even wrestling fan is probably waiting for is to see a Young Bucks FTR at some point in time. I feel like this could be the time. Fans are coming back. We're doing well in the ratings, and this could even make it skyrocket to better. Feel like FTR takes this, becomes the champs, then we have this, we told you we were the best in the world type thing, and then Young Bucks have to prove themselves, and then we get this, epic match that we've all been waiting for. So I'm picking FTR, and I think this is also leading to the demise of well, they have no name, but Page and Omega.
The Mega Cowboys. Unofficial.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I think this is FTR's time. There's too much hype behind them. Even though the guys can't cut a promo right now, they seem to be fumbling their words a lot. I'm pretty sure Dax called Kenny Omega Page tonight, but that's besides the point.
They drink a lot.
They drink a lot, yeah. They like
a couple of guys we know.
Who? I don't know. Cheers. But yeah, I'm picking FTR. I'm gonna raise you a storyline here.
Whoa. Okay.
All right. So we have Young Bucks winning earlier in the night. If you guys remember in the gauntlet match, it was Hangman that comes out, holds Nick's leg, causes Young Bucks to lose the match. We have the firing, the removal of Page from the Elite. And I mean, we've been waiting for this split up basically since they got together. Right? We've been waiting for Page and Omega. They've been teasing it since Christmas time. Pretty much ever since they won the belts. There's always been that tension between the two. And it's always been Page. We kind of always felt like it would be Page would be the one who would pull the trigger on Kenny and split them up. And it's still kind of looking that way. He turns his back on the Young Bucks. He's been hanging out with FTR. We've been talking about this potential resurgence or revival, no pun intended, of the Four Horsemen. It's pretty much Hangman and FTR. Could it be Shawn Spears or someone else? We don't know yet. But I think the Young Bucks are going to come out in some capacity, you know, looking to get their revenge on Hangman. You cost us a match, we'll cost you a match. But I think it's going to be a visual interference, a visual interrupt. They're going to distract Paige. Paige is going to be concentrated on the Young Bucks. And in the back, the cleaner returns. Kenny Omega, V-trigger to the back, gives FTR the championships. And then while Hangman is knocked out in the middle of the ring, the Young Bucks will join Kenny Omega. Perhaps Nick or Matt hands Kenny the glasses and he'll put them on. We'll get that classic pose. And, you know, the good old days of the Bullet Club may be back, especially since Marty Scurll showed up in the Battle Royale. So that's how I think it's going to go down, but I'm definitely picking FTR on this one.
Yeah. And you know what? As you're saying that, all I'm thinking is CBC, you need to pick up TWF, Tally Wrestling Federation, because that's promo, or that's booking gold right there.
Yeah, that's
I want to see that happen. I'll give you 5 bonus points for it.
What? All right, I'll take it. I mean, that's just storytelling though. Like that's Red Wedding season 4 or season 3 of Game of Thrones. The person you don't expect to stab.
You're making Game of Thrones references? Who are you?
It's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right.
We got to stop picking the same thing. It's got to make this competition.
If I were to venture a guess, I believe we will pick differently in this next match. We have the Mimosa Mayhem match. Jericho, Le Champion, the Demo God versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Who's pick first?
It's yours.
No.
I picked FTR first.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So this is definitely one of those coin flip matches. They have many options either way they go. This is a really tough one. Orange Cassidy screwed me at Double or Nothing. Caused me, I basically handed you the win in Double or Nothing on that one. Just that one pick, that's what it all came down to. But that's not sour grapes. I'm over it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I got that feeling again. I'm 100% up to this point with 6 bonus points already. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna take Cassidy again. I think Jericho takes a bath in the 500 gallons of mimosa.
Okay.
I don't want to pick it, but I gotta.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good pick. I feel like he's had the momentum. Like he's the guy right now. I think if we had crowd every time he makes an appearance, they go nuts for it.
If you heard that one Talk is Jericho kind of refers to when he has matches with some of these younger guys. He's like, hey, did I do this right? Did I do that right? And Jericho's like, I have no idea. There's no crowd. I usually use the crowd to gauge it. And I think this is a situation where it would be very, very clear that Cassidy is leaps and bounds over right now. And the crowds would be blowing the roof off of the open arena amphitheater that is Daily Split.
Yeah. As far as my pick, here's what I feel. I feel like the last 5 matches we talked about, we pretty much said there's no other way they can do it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we got to get a twist here. And I feel like the obvious choice is Cassidy. Could be a coin flip, but I feel like all momentum is sort of everybody's going to be thinking it's Cassidy. And I feel like Jericho's just one of those guys who kind of upsets the what everybody thinks is going to happen. The other reason I'm going to pick Jericho is because in his promo he said, I made this type of match with a suitcase and I made this kind of match and this is kind of his match. And I feel like if this is something they might have again, like he kind of needs to be the first winner of it, I feel. Whether he won those other matches that he made up, it's not the point. I'm thinking it's all Jericho.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it could really go either way. I very much see Jericho winning this match as well, but I mean, yeah, I think it's Cassidy's time. Jericho, not in a passing the torch sort of sense, because Cassidy's really nothing like Jericho, but I think this is just that kind of gentle lift up for Cassidy to, now that the crowds are starting to slowly come back, that this will just kind of rocket him up into the next stratosphere, if you will, stardom.
Right.
All right,
yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Interesting stuff. I'm most interested in how this match is going to be set up. You know what I mean? Like
where's this thing going to be?
Yeah, where's this vat going to be? Is it going to be out in the parking lot? Is it going to be out in 50-yard line of the football field? Is it going to be kind of where the crowd should be, ringside, just next to the stage? You know, that would make for a nice, you know, flip in or something like that. You know, I don't think Jericho's jumping off the top of the roof or anything like that. You know, I'll be interested to see how it's all set up.
Yeah, I think here's one of those matches where sometimes we make a prediction and then they come out and we see something. You know, right. They pan to hey, there's looks like 2 tables covered in a black cloth, and then that kind of gives it away as to what it might be. So I think you're right. Depending on how we see everything set up, it might be like, okay, well, the only way someone's getting in there is from, you know, the top of the stage, and is Jericho going to take that bump? Because I don't know, I think he's probably restricted on the type of bumps he's going to take, but a younger guy like Cassidy could.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right, let's move on to the main event of the evening. What we're all here for. The AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Jon Moxley versus MJF 2020. Hashtag we deserve better. Hashtag gonna win. What?
Hashtag not my champion.
Hashtag not my champion. That's the one I meant. What are you thinking on this one?
Yeah, this one's a tough one. Moxley's the face of the company. He's the man. He's the number one, you know, wrestler in the top 500. And how do you strip that guy of the belt right now? I feel like these promos are pushing me towards MJF. These promos where we have the passing of the torch, the 25 years from now, and blah blah blah. I feel like this could be time to have a new winner. Do something more fresh for Jon Moxley, and give MJF some time at the top, and I believe Moxley will be a multi-time champion. So this is just a hiccup in his time at AEW, but I'm going with a little bit of a riskier choice. I'm going to pick MJF.
Now it's interesting that you bring that up, that it could be time for Moxley to do something different, because if I'm not mistaken, Jon Moxley is still the IWGP United States champion. The championship that he won off of Lance Archer this time last year. You know what I mean? Like, he's been champ forever. So I know New Japan is starting up a New Japan US. They're getting a lot of free agents that aren't working anywhere right now. They're bringing them in. Some are down in California, and they're going to be taping shows, pretty soon. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. Is this the time that Jon Moxley drops the title, takes some time, goes and works New Japan for a little while, drops that title, and then maybe he comes back for Full Gear and wins it back? That could be a possibility. However, for my official pick, I don't see that happening. I feel like my main smoking gun here is he's the number one wrestler. PWI 500. He's number one. How do you get voted number one and then lose to a guy that wears a scarf and a diamond ring? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And my pick with Moxley is very codependent on my pick for the Battle Royale. Being Lance Archer. Lance Archer wins that. I don't see MJF defending against Lance Archer. You know what I mean? We've seen Moxley Archer in New Japan. It was a great match. It was a hardcore match. It was hard hitting. Moxley comes out on top. That's a believable story. And maybe Lance Archer's the one who takes the belt off of Moxley. To me, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Moxley.
Yeah, and I guess you could say that then my two picks, Kingston and MJF, kind of go together. I feel like,
for sure.
I said earlier that Kingston Moxley would be promo gold, but I mean, you got the guy who can do a promo as long as it takes your car to drain oil against one of the freshest promo guys I see in the business today in Eddie Kingston. So yeah, Kingston MJF, I would like to see that.
It's amazing the talent that AEW has right now. We have amazing wrestlers. We have amazing people on the mic. We got a great commentary team. AEW's the thing right now, and I love watching it every week. But that was a great prediction show, as always. Don't forget, All Out is this Saturday. Most likely tomorrow as you're watching this. September 5th. Event starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's 6 Central on YouTube. The buy-in Casino Battle Royale Tooth and Nail match. Main card at 7 p.m. Central. Make sure to order on Fight TV or pay-per-view. Your local TV provider will be able to help you. But again, thanks for watching. Leave it in the comments below what your predictions are for this awesome, amazing card. See if you can do better than either of us. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so that next pay-per-view, we can get a promo code and we can save y'all some money. All right? So we'll see y'all Saturday. Peace.